guys? How's it going, Stoodleware and Mazako? Hopefully you're doing well today. Starting a little bit late today. I don't know, man. I had some issues with, like, not balance, but, like, I woke up and I felt like, in cartoons when, like, somebody has an anchor tied to their head or whatever and they, like, fall over but their feet fall up while their head falls down? That's, like, almost what I felt like when I got out of bed this morning. It was really weird. And I was doing all right at work. I mean, it's mostly sitting in my chair, but I had a troubleshooting issue that I had to crawl under a table for, and that didn't feel good. So I ended up going home a little early and taking a nap for a couple hours. Feeling a lot better now. Not completely normal, but most of the way. So that's good. It's really weird because, like, I feel like I have pretty good balance. I can remember the last time I actually fell over. It was either 2017 or 2018, but I think it was 2017 when I was at work and I was walking from one building to another, and it had snowed and I didn't see there was a crack in the sidewalk that was, like, sticking up, and I caught it and I, like, fell in the snow. That was the last time I remember, like, actually falling. I think there was a couple times I, like, slipped on ice between now and then, but, like, I usually can catch myself pretty good. So, but it sounds like lack of sleep. Yeah, I don't know. Lack of sleep doesn't usually make me feel like that. Lack of sleep usually makes me feel like I have a headache and a fever, and, like, my heart feels heavy. You know what I mean? It doesn't make me feel like a loss of balance or like my head swim. Thankfully, it has not felt like seasickness. Like, it has not felt like motion sickness or seasickness, which is good because I don't want to feel like I'm about to, toss cookies or whatever, but it has not felt like that. So it's been good for me. But anyway, I'm going to check out Up to Par, which is a Rogue-Lite mini golf game. If you remember Golfy, not to name the competitor, but I think it's a similar idea to that, but maybe a little less cartoony, a little bit more serious. I don't know for sure. We'll have to see once we get going. But they actually provided a custom launch argument to get streamers going a little faster. So I'm actually gonna pop that here and play Golfy. No. Play Up to Par, excuse me. All right. Hello. What's going on, Blaze? How you doing? As always, let's check all the settings first. Screen shake's fine, full screen fine, resolution is fine, quality is on high, frame rate. Oh, weird. Alright, there's a thing where it's a multiple of your max. That's okay. I don't think this game's going to be heavy enough that I'm going to worry about the frame rate. Looks good. I'm going to find that out when I play. Yeah, let's check it out. Let's do solo for now. 6 holes per course, random course. Oh, an apple. A ball bearing? A ball of yarn? Is that? An orange. A flower. A heart. A watermelon. A head of lettuce? No, leaves. Autumn leaves. A pear. And I was just saying actual golf ball, like it didn't start there, but do unlimited. I'm not gonna do unlimited. I think it actually is on unlimited. I'm only hitting 126 FPS, which is fine. I'm not worried about. I'm worried about OBS and the GPU sharing processing power, but it seems to be doing okay. So I believe these are all procedurally generated. Nice. What's going on, Sailor? How you doing? So far, it's a nice, relaxing, peaceful game. Oh, okay. We can go out. Okay. Nice. No. No. There we go. So I believe, from what the description said, and I can double check that real quick. You can like run-based roguelike mini golf game, stay under par, and you're out. Or you're out. Play solo of the 60 players. Yeah, so I think the idea is that if you're under par, the excess can be used in the store. We'll see in a minute. I'm correct? Okay, cool. Did you work on the game? Oh. Rip. Alright. 4 holes played. Score 7. Okay. Okay. So I scored a 4. Little dip over there. Nah, too much. Alright, well, I played one. You're QA? Oh, gotcha. Okay, cool. Well, lucky for you. Lucky for you, I tend to be a magnet for QA issues. But they're always funny, so... No. Okay. I'm actually doing terrible. Come on. Oh, no. I don't know what it is. I'm sure some people in chat can back me up where I just managed to break things. Yeah, it definitely is. I'm definitely starting to feel it out and understand it a little bit better. It's always a learning curve. I actually play a lot of mini golf games for some weird reason. They're all different. No. I messed myself up. Almost. We'll get to the store eventually. A wandering thicket. I do like that thematically. It seems like there's a lot of locations, you know what I mean? Oh, so close. Hot shots golf, nice. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, I figured I was gonna hit that. Well, lucky for me, I have a few shots saved up here. Now that I've wasted all my shots. Nice. All right. We finally made it to the pro shop. Consumable, activate 2 times, equip for bonus protection. Retake your shot for free if your ball leaves the course. Interesting. I'm assuming this is the cost. Pole catcher. If the ball's too fast but still hits the pole, it counts as it goes in. Ooh. Activates 2 times. Activates 3 times. Gimme. If you stop close to the hole, it'll count as going in. Oh, nice. Mulligan. If the ball lands near where it started, retake your shot 3 times. Okay. Retake your shot 5 times. Stops the ball from lifting off the ground. Ooh. Equipped for the rest of this game. Short preview. Oh man, I need to get more items. more shots, excuse me. The second bounce is as powerful as your initial shot. Ooh. Powerful shots for longer courses. Okay. The ball's too fast. Still has the pole counts as going in. A free shot, an extra shot. If it stops in the drop zone. A third wind. Interesting. Your first shot is launched into the air. Every third shot, teleport closer to the hole. Very interesting. Okay. Okay, so those are consumables. These are permanents, and this is a tire. Okay. So we have a wooden ball, paper ball, tomato ball, rock ball. Okay. So there's other cosmetics. Hole in one. Get a bonus shot for every hole in one. Ooh. Additional equipment slot. Balls will bounce off each other in multiplayer. Okay. I'm assuming that this is already... Since it's unlocked, it's already active, I'm guessing. How many polygons are in the golf ball shot? The shop. Okay, so those are... Alright, so let's go back to the consumables. Let's get this, since it seems like I went out more than once. And I could save. Okay, I buy additional shots. Okay. Cool. The Peaceful Pond. 16 to unlock Rocker. Ooh, now we got smooth edges. Rounded edges, excuse me. It has all the balls except for golf balls. It just shows up as you writing field hockey for me, but I also don't have the Better Twitch TV plugin on my viewer. All right. Ooh. Let's open this swing a little. Bounce off the wall 10 times in one shot. Well, I got an achievement for that. Made a lot of shots that time. No comment, Wasaga. Ooh, okay. Nice. We're making our way across. I guess the real question is this texture a texture, or is it just a... Okay, just a texture. Is it a texture or a textures? Oh, okay, all my protection fired. I didn't even think I could do that. Water hazard. Play around on the pond course. All right, so we're getting some achievements here. I made a short, and for RuneScape, and one of the monsters' names is some hard to pronounce thing, and I pronounced it completely wrong, and people don't seem to like that. The pole catcher, yeah, where it touches it and it bounces out. Yeah, that makes sense. I have 0 shots, so I can't do anything in the store, but... Hexagonal garden. I gotta get better so I can save up for the shop. Oh, I skimmed the wall. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. Nope. Alright. I'm starting to feel it. How to play better, you know what I mean? That course gets you too? Okay, good. Glad to know it's not just me. Nice and relaxing, though. I'm just, like, barely undershooting all my shots here. It's hard to get the... Yeah, I get that. I wonder if... I mean, it would probably change the way everything gets rendered, but if you could, like, you know, middle click to move the camera, if that would help people. I'm sure there's a reason why it's locked down, but you know what I mean. I was interested in the short preview, but I think I didn't have enough to purchase it. I'll have to see if I can save enough this time. Didn't work out the way I wanted it to. Nice. No. I did it to myself. Give me 1 second here. Just gonna close some windows. There we go. All right, I got 2 shots. All right, I'm gonna buy the. Felted Farm. Let's see how far of a preview we get. Oh yeah, see that? Interesting. My frame rate just halved. Not halved, but I went down from like 120 to 85-ish. It's the grass rendering. That's interesting. Oh, because it's telling me it's going to go out of bounds. I understand. Okay. All right. All right. Nice. In the leather. Sit on the lip of the hole without going in. Achievement for that. Oh, so close. Heathland, play around in the fields. All right, we're getting... I'm gonna bank my stuff for a little bit. The quiet tropics. Ooh. Now we got actual squiggly holes. I hit too many walls, I think, on that curve. Quiet farm again. I could see this be a good and this is not in a bad way. I guess it's being a good mobile game. Nice and relaxing, something to plonk down a couple holes on the bus or whatever. I'm looking for that preview, the bounce preview. Because it seems like something you could definitely pick up and put down pretty easily. You know, I mean, the amount of knowledge you have to remember between one hole and the next is basically what power-ups you have, you know, and how many shots you're making per turn and all that. So it seems like it would be a cool one to, you know, be able to play when there's a moment or two throughout your day. You gotta do the ray tracing in your head. Yeah, let's see. It's perfect for a phone that can't ray trace. Nice. All right, we're cranking away here. What's going on, Knight? How you doing? Let's see. I think I'll at least start at high costs. Let's do the short preview again. Oh, interesting. Is that additional shots per turn, or is that additional shots in general? I guess it wouldn't make sense to buy two to give you one back, so that must be per turn. So I probably should aim for that. Yeah, so this has different. So I bought a little bit of a permanent one for this game where it gives me a bounce, but you can get things like if the ball lands like right next to the hole. Oh, it moves your mouse cursor, so you can't do that. If the ball lands like really close to the hole, it'll automatically go in, or if it bounces out of bounds, it won't consume one of your shots. Like Hmantheawsome Fantasy Golf. I have never played that, but it's possible. Oh, that was not at all close enough. Oh, here I go. I'm immediately gonna fail this. Oh, that was close. What's going on, Space Doggo? How you doing, man? All right, we'll head back to the farm here. I'm getting better. I can feel I'm getting better. You died, yeah. I'm doing all right. Hopefully you're doing well. Asian RPG game. Golf RPG game. It's your favorite mini golf. A golf game. Interesting. No, I never heard of it. Yeah. Oh, come on. That was so close. Yeah, that's interesting. I'm gonna drop it down. That shouldn't affect you guys. Maybe just make it a little bit smoother for me. You had a bizarre online order interaction today. Oh, what happened? Oh, thank you, Blaze. I appreciate that. I get that people enjoy my voice, and I get that people it puts people to sleep sometimes, which doesn't bother me at all. Not at all. No, yeah, it is what it is. But third person perspective, like a normal golf game. That's interesting. I'll have to check that one out. You'll have to send me a DM with the name of that one, because I immediately already forgot it. Yeah, you're asleep right now. It's also like what? Like 1 a.m. for you or something, or midnight for you or something, isn't it? Uh, 11 past, yeah, okay. Alright, you got some miniatures in 2 weeks. Alright, so I'm gonna do this to start. It seems maybe to make more sense to do this at the beginning, so I can bank extra. Start as a mini game, another one of Antidotal's games. That's probably why they count. Oh, gotcha. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. 2 weeks pass. Okay, you don't have any information. Reached out. Okay. Timber Village. I don't know what the magnet does yet. I kind of want to find out. Okay, it's just pulling it slowly towards it. It's like selective gravity well. We had no ability to ship, but when we give you something for your trouble. Yes, Knight. We have one of the QA guys, which is kind of cool. It's interesting that they're accepting orders when they're not shipping, though, Space Doggo. Did it say it was like a pre-order or something? Oh, that was a lot more powerful this time. No. It's that power. I gotta get used to the power. Although, trending better. Welcome back, Sailor. Oh, there's multiplayer in this. All right, let's check that out. Let's see. So play. Let's do co-op because I don't know any better. I don't know what I need to do from here. Edit game settings. Everybody. Done. Okay. I'm guessing I don't need to hit space yet. What kind of fruit is that? It looks so shiny. All right. Oh, I can do a second player. Okay, I don't want to do that. Nope. Wait, I want to do mouse, not keyboard. What did I do? What did I do? Escape. Thank you. And then I want to do join game with the mouse. Okay, cool. And then ready. Okay, cool. 3 more days pass. Okay. Oh, you leave little slices. Oh, it's a lime. Oh, that's cool. I didn't realize they all had their own, like, particle physics. I guess I should have realized when it broke into little chunks, but... Nice. Oop. Nope, not nice on my part. Oh, do we share shots? Oh. You're gonna regret playing with me in a second. And they asked you for your address. They should have your address if you ordered. Wow. That's crazy. All right, so they confirmed shipping it. It's not gonna go well now. Go for it. I don't. What happens if only one of us gets in? Did we just pause forever? No. All right, let's go again here. So the regular mail instead of a courier service. So they're not only probably is not as, you know, nice, but how are they going to keep the models from getting crushed in the mail? Nice. Almost. That was a good shot. Yeah, no, I left it off. I actually do like we play golf with your friends sometimes, and I do like the interactions on. However, I can see how in a multiplayer game that may be a little less fair, you know what I mean? Although it is co-op, so I guess that would be just part of the challenge. arriving at a random shop with no apartment number or anything. What? How are they dropping the ball so bad on shipping some miniatures? I wonder if they're a new company and they're still like trying to sort shit out, because like, oh, so close. I've noticed that there's a lot of people kind of doing that as like a startup where they buy a printer and start printing things for people, which is cool, but it doesn't always, oh man, it doesn't always work out well for people if they're not ready for it, you know what I mean? So how does the store work? Is it a collaborative effort? Foresight. Oh, you probably have these unlocked, I guess. We share. Oh, okay, it's more expensive. I actually didn't look at what they were. Select courses. Course size. Foresight. Additional equipment slot. Interesting that I only still have 2, but it's unlocked. Is that because it's unlocked for you, but not for me? That's interesting. All right, now we gotta put Blaze on the spot. What's the correct interaction for this? If Sailor has equipment slot unlocked and it says it's unlocked for me, do I get that unlock slot? A platform where people post their goods and it helps you with shipping. It's really interesting, yeah. Hopefully it ends up getting back to you. This is a less hilarious potential bug, but... And then that makes me wonder... It says I can customize all this. Oh, is Sailor the QA? I thought Blaze was QA. Oh, okay. Either way. Either way. I need that. No, I'm joking. I wonder if that maybe what I do next, but... Third win. Chip. Teleport. Long preview. I'm going to do long preview. Okay, so this starts. Okay, I see. I understand now. I thought that was 3 per course, or more per course, but it's more on the next one itself. I told him earlier that I always end up finding weird bugs. What was I playing the other day that I broke? Oh, the Holy Gosh Darn I was playing. And like, I just soft locked the game like 3 times in a row. Not that it was hard to get out of. I guess it wasn't like a super hard soft lock, but... No. Finish 5 holes in a row with no spare shots. We have 8 spare shots, no? Yeah. I've noticed it's only a preview. That's fine. Is that another issue? I got the spare shot achievement when I'm pretty sure we had like a bunch of shots left over. Sorry, I'm looking through the thing right now. Yeah, so I got the on the edge, finish 5 holes in a row with no spare shots, but we had 8 spare shots as far as I could tell. What's the timestamp on the unlock? 7:23. It was literally not this whole, not the one we just finished, but the one beforehand that it did it. 7:23 p.m. Didn't even inform the store about the shipment. Oh, dude, this is so crazy. That's got to be some kind of multiplayer interaction, I would assume. But yeah, feel free. Oh, I keep now I'm overpowering. Nah, I did it again. No. We're cooked. Chat, we're cooked. Interesting. So I just got to play 10 rounds. Oh, I see. 10 rounds is in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not 10 holes. My bad. You want to join in, Blaze? There we go. All right, so now we're on different teams. They got sick of me using all the all the shots. Let's see what we get. You'll hand in your queue, you know. No, don't make a promise like that. Ban the loser. Now, what happens if it's me? Statistically, it's probably going to be me, considering I've probably put a significantly less time in this game than they have. Oh, I don't even know if I have a clear shot. I don't think I have a clear shot on the hole from here. Yeah, if I lose, I just turn off the stream. Nice. I'm mushroom, I believe. It's got like a squishy sound to it. Well, okay. This mushroom up here in the top right was Aka. My ball is a looks like a metal ball bearing or a pearl, yeah. Metal Gear, yeah. All right. Oh, it doesn't show me what they're buying. Give me. I haven't done that yet. I haven't played. I only played 5. I never played any other ones, but I kind of wish they would release another one in that same vein because I actually really liked 5. I want to play Death Stranding too. I don't know why I'm like in the mood for a walking simulator. I don't think I bought Foresight. Unless I get it because you guys have it unlocked, but I don't think that would be the case in Versus. You looking for Death Stranding 2? Awesome. I'm missing out if I haven't played 3. I'm sure. I never got into it. I played 5 because someone said it was a good game and I should check it out, or somebody bought it for me. I don't remember. And I really enjoyed 5, but I enjoyed the gameplay of 5. Like the story was interesting, but a little bit weird. Like it was a little out there for me. I don't know if they're all like that. You got Minecraft and it changed? Yeah, they keep adding things to it, it seems like. Five is best gameplay, 3 is best story. Okay, that's good to know. You did get a good bouncy. The starting position actually seems to matter more than I thought it would. You're gonna forcefully guest star? You're welcome to give me a call on Discord if you want. Am I gonna get Metal Gear Delta? I don't know what that is. That's a remaster of some of the old ones. I don't know the story, so I don't know if that's the right spot to like join the story. I honestly don't know. What's going on, Zot?
Metal Gear Delta is a remake of 3.
Do I need to play 1 and 2 before I play it?
No. Heck, you don't even need to play the NES ones. 3 is technically the first game chronologically.
Okay, that's good to know.
And I'll be honest, good luck ever attempting to play 4, because that bitch ain't coming off the PS3 anytime soon.
Well, when's that stop anyone?
I don't even think it's... Chat, correct me, but for people that legally own a copy of it, I don't even think Metal Gear Solid 4 is that easily be emulated. Like, it's one of those games that was, like, designed from the ground up for the PS3 architecture or some bullshit.
Hmm. Oh, what?
I could be
what
talking out my ass there.
We got ramps now?
Wait, Gayer, have you played Metal Gear Rising?
I played 5, that's it.
5 is great.
I enjoyed 5.
No. Metal Gear Rising is imagine Metal Gear, but mixed in with the more modern ridiculousness of Yakuza. And chat might be saying that's not accurate, but I'm just doing it as something Gear knows well. I'd say it's more akin to like Devil May Cry.
I haven't played that either, but okay. I do kind of know what you're talking about with that.
Yeah, it's an action game. It's very good. It's insane. Yes. In my opinion, one of the best Metal Gear Solid games.
Oh, I can. Never mind.
Oh, so explain this game to me. What you're playing?
This is a golf like roguelite kind of game. And so when you play, you get a certain number of shots per hole, and it carries over. So if you do it in 2, you get to carry your 1 extra shot over to the next.
So it's like total par.
Yeah, and then you can use that to spend in the store and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And so the social media manager and one of the devs, one of the QA guys is here playing as well because it's multiplayer.
Oh, it is multiplayer. Well, that's cool. This looks fun.
I've lost. I'm watching now, but there's a butterfly I can control. It seems.
Well, that's good.
Don't lose on my account. I'm cool just watching for a few minutes while you guys keep going.
Are these maps proc gen?
Yes.
Oh, neat.
Can I block the shot with the butterfly?
Are you gonna go see the new Joker musical?
I want to. I hear I'm getting some pretty not great reviews, but
Danny O'Dwyer said it's very similar to the experience he had when he was working at a movie theater when Sweeney Todd came out, and people I guess just walked out of the movie once the first song started being sung.
Oh no.
And I'm like, well, Sweeney Todd's an actual musical.
Yeah. I mean, I just don't get why this is a musical and Lady Gaga made an album to go with it. And then they used all commercial songs for the musical part.
I think it's a combination. Well, you've been hearing what's going on with Joaquin Phoenix and his capabilities around films, right?
A little bit.
He's basically dipped out of contracts.
Yeah.
And right before they start film type of thing.
Yeah,
It caused one film to completely just upend, and then I guess he dipped out or attempted to dip out on some other film. I don't know. I'm saying nothing of his character, but
yeah, I get what you're saying.
I imagine there's some creative differences being made with this second Joker film, and I wonder who wrestled what.
Yeah.
Is it better or worse than a Shrek musical? I'll let you know. I'm gonna go see it. I'm gonna be in New York, which me and Gear need to figure out the time we're gonna meet up.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you, have you been to Queens a lot?
Not a ton, but I mean, it doesn't really matter to me where I go. I just put it into Google Maps and go. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think I want to check out Queens the Friday we're there. So I think you can make a day out of that.
All right.
I'm deciding on whether, because we're staying in Staten Island.
Mhm.
I'm trying to decide whether it's because we're renting a car driving down. Should I just drop the car off once I hit New York?
I mean, you probably can get anywhere you want in New York without it, but you'll have to be willing to walk in subway.
Fair.
You hated the first Joker. I actually enjoyed it. That's why I want to see the second one.
I never seen the first Joker. I'm going to go see it because it's a musical, and I actually like musicals.
Oh, watch the first one before you do it.
Okay, fine.
I mean,
I kind of
the
get the
second
gist
one,
of what happens, so...
Yeah, but I think it'd be useful to see how he portrays the character to... You know what I mean?
I'm gonna send you a screenshot, Gear, of something we can't talk about on stream, but I want you to react to it regardless.
And in your badge. No, I lost, so you're good, Sailor. All right, go for it.
1 second.
You got ad kicking off in 3 minutes, by the way, people.
Look at the date on that.
Yesterday? Oh, 4202. All right. Well, you got some time.
Yeah, and then
I wonder if that's contractually binding. If you take it,
watch this.
If you take it, do you get
No, fuck no, absolutely not.
I'm sure they wouldn't, but
But this is why. Look at the total spread.
Yeah.
So there's 2 of them.
Yeah. Interesting that they're they're the same. Okay, never mind.
Yeah. But different dates, though. Like
Yeah.
different raw dates. Yeah, it's weird. Anyway, none of you know what we're talking about, and it don't matter.
It's okay.
But, I wanted to send that to him before I forgot.
Well, thank you for playing, Sailor. I appreciate it. Good to show off some
so
of
this
the
game is up to par.
up to par, yeah. And so you can see
It looks like your ball takes damage every time it bounces.
yeah, it does have particle physics. And each ball is a different thing. So like theirs are little leaves because they're like a flower. Mine is
they're a
little
little
pieces of
pedal
metal.
ball. Oh, neat.
Yeah.
Neat.
Mine is
like
metal,
it
so I lose metal chunks.
I like it when my balls have texture.
What's going on, Doc? If you like chill mini golf games, yeah, definitely check this one out.
So, I had an MRI
Yeah.
yesterday.
Thank you, Doc.
And I fell asleep during it. It was awesome.
I did not fall asleep through my recent one. However, it was nice and relaxing. I didn't care about the noises.
It got me thinking though. How, Gear, you're asked to do a high quality recording of the inside of an MRI. How do you do it? Audio recording.
Audio recording?
Yeah.
So, what I would do is probably get an acoustically tuned pipe and put the mic at the other end.
But that's metal.
No, you could do a
It's like
non-metal pipe.
PVC.
Yeah. Or probably fiberglass. I died. I'm sorry. I'm terrible at this game. It looks like I'm going back to single player.
I'm thinking, don't they make microphones that just
No worries,
are
buddies.
like a membrane
They
and the like air tube going?
They do. I mean, that is basically an acoustically tuned pipe.
Yeah.
No. An air tube?
Like I thought they just had mics that worked via air. It's kind of similar to how they talk to you with the headphones and pipe music to you. It's clearly
Yeah, that's I mean, that's not really tuned, but I would say I would want one that's actually tuned so you can get a more accurate recording. You know,
because there are some baller sounds that an MRI makes. They're just quality. They're really good, like laser sci-fi noises.
Either that, or what might be better is to maybe try and mathematically generate them based on what the machinery is doing in the in the thing, and not even bother recording. You know what I mean?
No, I want the.
Thanks for playing, please.
I'm trying to think. What would you do? Like how? Assuming you can't have anything metal in there.
Mhm.
And even then, if you could get something metal in there, that you know the MRI is just gonna commit nightmares to the equipment, like as it's operating electrically.
I have a different idea in the same vein of emulating. What if you had a coil that was placed on the side of the MRI, so it has nowhere to move, and you recorded the waves that are coming out?
You can't guarantee that is not going to be affected by the MRI itself.
No, you couldn't, but you could record what's going on electrically and try and use that to recreate a little bit of the noise.
A cup on a string. A
You
cup
never
on
get
a
it
string
perfectly.
would work.
Cup
Like
on a string, yeah. It's an acoustically tuned string. Yeah, there you go.
If you haven't been in an MRI, there's a reason they have you wear ear protection because it's fucking loud.
See you at night.
But on top of that, there's this like, I don't know how to describe it. It's even before you enter the MRI, there's like a rhythmic pattern of like, I think that's like the cooling for it or some sort of thermal mechanism for it. That's a nice hold one you got.
I got a hole in one, yeah. My first one. Got an achievement.
Anyway, as I was doing the MRI, and then I had to go see a dermatologist, and they found a mole, and they removed it, and they're like, "This might probably be precancerous." I was like, "Okay, cool, thanks for removing that."
Yeah, get it off me.
Yeah, thanks. I did not know they just did that, like, in-house, though. Like, they
Oh,
are
yeah.
just ready to go to cut pieces of your skin
Oh, yeah.
off
Oh, yeah, dude.
on the spot. I was like, oh, I thought I'm just here for a consult. We'll cut it off later. Nope. We'll do it now.
No, dude.
Most painful thing was the shot, and they took a picture of what they removed. I was like, you just, like, cigar punctured me. You know, like cigar
Yeah.
cutters? They just, like, did that to my back. I was like, holy shit.
Yep, they just go do it.
So I finally made the decision, and it's unfortunate, but I finally made the decision, and I'm not gonna bring my metal detector to this trip.
Okay. I mean, I think you are gonna be tight on time for all the things you want to do.
It's gonna be tight on time. It's gonna be way too hot in Tucson. And then once we're in Boston, we're gonna be getting to Boston at like 9 a.m. after being in Tucson, so it's like a 3-hour time zone difference, and then, you know, the travel itself. So looking at all that, it's like I'm never going to feel 100% through metal detecting, which means it's just going to be a lesser metal detecting experience. Then on top of that, carrying that gear in travel is just not it. If I drove,
Especially if you're, I mean, how are you getting back?
well, if I kept the metal, right, or even, but I have a hard case for all my metal detecting gear to travel with.
I mean, after New York, you're flying back. You're driving back.
Yeah, we're flying. We're flying the whole way.
Yeah, so you'd have to check that too. So that's another thing you got to worry about.
No, it'd be carry-on.
Oh, it's a small.
You don't
Okay.
You don't need to check the metal detector.
I mean, I didn't know how big of a bag it was.
My current detector folds up to about folds up to, I don't know, it's like 20 inches long.
Okay.
12 inches wide. It lays flat, so it fits in the hard case suitcase. Just fold it up.
Yeah.
I wish we were at the age of healthcare where you could just have a tricorder on you at all times and be like, oh yeah, you should go get that checked out. Like,
We teleported into the hole. Sorry.
I'm not like looking at my back all the time, you know?
No. At least you have somebody close to you who could, though.
Well, my wife was getting my butt to get it looked at, so that's the other reason why I did it. So if you see any marks on your skin and you're going, huh, that seems more permanent than normal, get checked out if you can.
Yeah. I've been getting skin tags, but that's nothing new. I've been getting those my whole life. I don't know. I stopped, not that I stopped telling the doc about it, but all they do is be like, huh, all right. And then they don't, unless it looks weird, they don't do anything. They don't really cut them off unless they need to.
You got to pay to cut those off healthily, or you can do it yourself.
Well, so I get them around my eyes sometimes, and so we've made the argument to the dermatologist, and he's been like, okay, where it's like, we're worried about my eyes, you know what I mean? And then they put it through as necessary, you know?
I'll just use nail clippers and some antiseptic. I'll be fine. Yeah.
I don't bother anymore.
Also, the dermatologist told me the dry skin on my face was not just a dry skin disorder. It was actually like a yeast thing, and now I have to use Head and Shoulders on my face.
Interesting.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I get this. She's like, that's not dry skin. That's like the natural yeast on your face is freaking the fuck out. I'm like, okay. And she's like, yeah, so you gotta to prevent it, you gotta put Head and Shoulders or a zinc, and you can have it on. That's what I asked. Is like, you put it on your face? And she's like, yep, you leave it on for 5 minutes to let it soak.
It's shampoo, soap,
it's zinc-based shampoo. That's what they would have given you a medicated version of that anyway to solve it, or a lotion. And this is just a wash. So yeah, it might cause other issues with your face, but you're fixing the root cause. I'm not suggesting to you, chat, to use Head and Shoulders on your face. The prescriptive for the disorder of skin on my face is to use a zinc-based medication. Head and Shoulders is that.
No, it's not a medical doctor.
That is not a medical doctor. Nor do I want to be. What? It just sounds like a horrible time to get into that point.
No. Oh, it teleported in. Wait. It teleported in, but I lost?
You got to get 22 to unlock the socket.
It teleported in.
Maybe it just zeroed you out. Maybe it teleports you in just to end the game.
No, it's supposed to teleport you in. I gotta send that one over to them. Wax. Oh yeah. Toby Tada said a wax cylinder. Actually, maybe not wax, but
can you just record to record, like to vinyl?
You can, but you usually need a. Oh, maybe if you use a diamond
you could
needle. Yeah,
you could probably make something out of poly with that.
That might work. I hadn't thought of that. I missed that comment from like 2 minutes ago, but I saw it go off the screen.
Bone needle. Yeah, something. I want to have my first LP be the sounds of magnetic resonance imaging, formerly known as nuclear resonance imaging. But then people got scared of the nuclear part of it. It's okay. I want to go thrifting while we're in New York. I think that's going to be our next focus. And I'd like to go to Queens.
The new bougie thing to do is thrifting. Not anymore. Thrift stores are expensive.
Bitch, I've been thrifted for years. What the fuck are you talking about? I've been thrifted for fucking decades.
No. That's new. That didn't exist.
No,
it's new, dude.
The stuff I'm thrifting for is different. Like I'm not thrifting for needs. I used to thrift for needs. I'm blessed in this life to not have to thrift for needs most often. No, I'm thrifting for. I want to start getting into doing some archival stuff with a variety of things. I got my first set of random VHS tapes from my thrift store, and I'm gonna check them out. And I tested out my VCR that I got from Surplus. That thing is nice. Got DVD on it. It's got component out. Got it for $10.
HDMI out VCR at work.
You know those are worth a shitload, right?
I know they are. I would love to have one, but
they go for like $400 on eBay starting. Yeah.
I hope they never break. Although, not that the state can't afford $400, but damn it.
Who's that IT guy who thrift for computer parts and PC games? I do that. In fact, my original game collection was mostly thrifted. Like a retro game collection. There was a Goodwill in town that regularly got in retro games, and they priced them horribly for themselves. Like they hadn't gotten to the whole auction realm of Goodwill.
Yeah.
So
what was that? I'd bounce back. Clipping that one.
Yeah, I got Sunset Riders from a Goodwill for, I think I got for $15. Sunset Riders for the NES, and it is not that cheap. And I also got Demon's Crest for $10. And I was like, oh. If you don't know anything about game collecting, they're not like the rarest of games, but I think Demon's Crest goes for like $100 nowadays. If I'm not confusing, I think Vinny watched that dinosaur VHS tape you posted up. Probably. I found that at the thrift store, and it's in phenomenal condition. I got it purely because it was on, like this VHS looked like it had never been played, and I've heard about it. The problem is, for people that have VHSs still to give away in this era, in 2024, it's usually of, at least in Iowa, there's not going to be like unique or like special hidden, like it's going to be harder to find more obscure content because it's just less people. Place like New York, you'll have people just with that happen to have just a high density of media accessible to them.
There's more people trying to find the hidden media, though.
That is true. But then there's also more outlets for people to sell that media. So take your pick. And the only thing that you have a benefit in Iowa is that you can end up in somebody's house and they just happen to have just a horde of media or whatever, and they'll sell it in bulk for you. They don't know the value of what they got, type of thing. Yeah, we're gonna archive. Red Letter Media probably has the biggest art library in the world. No, Found Footage Fest does. Found Footage Fest or Alamo Drafthouse? Alamo Drafthouse got the ownership of Kim's Video. If you don't know what Kim's Video, you should look that up. It was in New York. It's still in New York, but it's a different thing though. Kim's Video, it was a video rental store in New York since like since the inception of VHS, and up until like 2000 something, this guy had been just renting out extremely obscure media, foreign media, and just generally obscure media that you wouldn't find anywhere else for rental, like grindhouse films that were bootlegged type of thing, stuff you could not get on home media or on the internet. But there's a whole documentary you can watch called Kim's Video, and it talks about them trying to find out what happened to the collection, because apparently it was donated to some place in Italy and the mob was involved. It's crazy. But yeah, Alamo Drafthouse now owns the collection, and you can rent out a lot of the stuff that Kim had, but for 3 days at the Alamo Drafthouse location in New York. There's 3 of them in New York. Not sure which one it is, but no, I'm more interested because I live near a university. I want to get the media that the university produced. Like, I want to get old local media. I bet you similar to what your situation is, Kira. Like, just finding like the media from that, like, I don't know. The reason that it tripped me up is one night I was watching. This kind of started my interest in this. Is one night I was watching some old commercial compilations from like the late 80s, and I put them on as background noise because it's better background noise than it's comforting noise for me because I grew up with commercial television, like student films and educational stuff. Yeah. Anyway, it's a 45-minute compilation, and at the end, it puts on the newscast from a channel from my hometown. I recognize the call sign for it. I was like, whoa. And again, this is by a YouTuber I have no relationship with or anything. And then they start talking about a theatrical thing that's very, very specific to my hometown. And then they're talking about there was a contest for coloring a poster for this local theater. And then they said my sister's name as one of the winners of the contest.
Who has a fairly unique name, so it was definitely her.
An extremely unique name. And I was pretty zooted when I was watching this. And I was starting to have a fucking panic attack. And that's what started realizing that newscast, my parents weren't even aware that occurred. I asked them about it. I showed my mom that compilation. She's like, "What? Where did you get this?" I'm like, I just stumbled upon it.
Was I there when you showed her? I think I was.
Yeah, I think you were. And it's like, there's the chances of that occurring. Like me being interested in watching commercials and old media, and then me letting that one random video. It wasn't even like a recent upload by this YouTuber. And then me letting that 45-minute thing play out just so happened to have a newscast that relates directly to my family in the middle of nowhere, Iowa. That, again, not a good reason to get into media archival, but then you realize that stuff isn't backed up anywhere. Someone somewhere out there had been recording television and just happened to, you know, I mean, like, the local TV stations, they don't keep backups of stuff like that. It's kind of weird. It's actually really sad. So if you wanted to have like a moment, or maybe your family member might have been mentioned in a newscast. If they were mentioned in a newscast back in the 80s to, you know, mid 2000s, it's not saved anywhere. It's so
No.
For me, I want to back up obscure media. I want to find obscure media because I find obscure media fascinating. But I want to back it up because I think it's akin to what I do when I metal detect. It's just like searching for junk.
That's pretty cool, Doc.
I had a similar thing happen when reading old skate magazine from 15 years ago. Talked about a local park being built, and I was like, what? Why would anyone just start recording TV on a VHS in the 90s? There's a lady...
Something you want to see and you want to record it for later.
Most of the time people recorded, and this is before even DVR, even though there was VCRs that could do, you know, planned recording. You can turn your TV on and start recording. A lot of people recorded soap operas. I know this because my mom did. They would record the news sometimes so they could catch up on it. They would be recording because like the ABC was playing like a special movie that night, and they wanted to have a recording of the movie. I don't know. What about you, Gear? Did your family do a lot of VCR stuff?
Not a ton. It was usually more like, oh, we have something to do. Go out. We'll record that show for later. But not. It wasn't anything that like I wanted to see. It was like my mom or dad wanted to do it, or like. There was one time when Dad was on the news as, you know, in a crowd, but he was on the news, and so we have a recording of that, you know, stuff like that.
I know that, but random news and TV commercials, well, you didn't have a lot of finesse of control of recording. All the TV commercials got recorded because no one's going to be there, hit stop record and re-record when the show comes back. Now you record all the commercials with the movie you're bootlegging. And then if you really, really... care, you would then somehow find a way to do a local recording and then do your cuts after. Nobody did that. You just fast forward to the commercial clip during the movie. But for local TV news, there are people out there. I know of one lady who basically recorded everything on her 5 local TV channels, and I think it's like the Pittsburgh area. She recorded everything.
I've heard of that.
For like 40 years. They had her own local copy of everything. So much that it was like a true archive of information, stuff that would have been lost otherwise. There are people out there that just happen to record stuff. But there's a channel out there on YouTube that I watched that I don't know where they get the recordings from, because a lot of them are like television station B-roll, like stuff that would have never aired. But it's all it's like from a bunch of different local affiliates in what is the expiration date on VHS? I think it's within like 2030.
Yeah, it's starting to degrade, unfortunately, but it also depends on how you store it and stuff like that.
Right. Which, again, if you're finding like weird obscure VHSs, they're not going to be stored very well to begin with.
Not going to be in the refrigerated, climate-controlled vault. It's going to be, this was in the basement for the last 40 years.
Yeah.
This has been in the attic melting for 20 years. Like, yeah, all right.
Yeah. Again, something. It's a fading thing and of the era I grew up, so I have an interest in it from a nostalgia sake, but I also realize VHS is something I had kind of little control over as a kid. It was what my parents did because I didn't really know how to operate the VCR. I eventually learned, but by that time DVD had come out and computers, you know. Like I have better things to be doing. But now that I'm older, and I have it, a lot of it is I like watching what Red Letter Media does, Found Footage Fest. Everything is terrible. I want to do my own thing. And then the other thing is, I would like to get old film reels, and I'd like to go even a generation before VHS. I'd like to get into film media.
You ever check out that Periscope YouTube channel?
Oh, I love Periscope.
Yeah, me too.
Another channel that's really good is Something Weird Video. They shut down their DVD service and they're uploading almost all their safe for work stuff, because their original purpose and their main purpose was they would highly categorized and like archived like 60s 70s era like nudie content. But then as they were doing that, they just happened to get like everything else because of how the archival methods work. So they would get like just a huge dump of obscure like corporate media, like infomercials, PSAs, long form content, stuff that you would play in front of like a school class that might not have been really wholesome, stuff like that. A lot of it is like anti-union like material, like this is produced by the Ford Motor Company, you know, like stuff like that, where it's like you wouldn't really want to watch that anyway. Yeah, but they happen to have it in their film reels, and so they're posting all of that stuff on YouTube, and they will post these multiple videos daily, and each video is at least an hour and a half long, of multiple like PSAs and whatnot.
Yeah, I mean, if you got several machines dumping them.
Yeah, but they're dumping the content because they used to sell these things as kind of like DVD sets you could just buy, like kind of grab baggy sort of bootlegs, and they stopped doing that. And I think it's probably because it's just not financially like reasonable to be doing the physical media creation for this.
Yeah, I'm sure. They could have sold it to some like stock service or something, probably. But...
Well, and I mean, if they're doing it already, you know, like, I mean, even then, the stuff is, I don't even know what domain it is. It's not of the age to be public domain. But at the same time, who's really owning the rights to this stuff? Who really cares?
Yeah,
even like,
I mean, if they're putting it on YouTube, then they shouldn't be if it's not theirs. But yeah, I get what you're saying.
It's funny though, because a lot of the content like is made and again, we're talking about content that by today's standards is just like not okay type of content, depending on what you're watching. And some of these have like there's like the I don't know how to describe this without being lame. They'll have like, Jenny is our new secretary type of stuff.
Yeah.
And this is how the ladies dress to be a secretary, and this is what they'll only be. And then there'll be comments on YouTube be like, they really had like agreeing with it, and it's like,
yeah.
But then like the video uploader, he'll post the description, it'll be like, this video sucks.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, the guy uploading it isn't like agreeing with this content. But yeah, I like that type of media. I don't know.
Also recover teletext pages from VHS recording. Huh.
That's rad. I had no idea. I think the only thing that's probably super lost, because nobody cared about it, like I was thinking about what would be like horribly lost obscure media, and the reality is a lot of early internet stuff is more lost than physical media from the 90s, which is weird to think about. But it's just the amount of content that just blipped away between the different web versions.
Yeah.
is insane.
I don't know. Yes, it's gone. To me, I'm not like crying over that. You know what I mean? Like it'd be cool to see, but like
I don't think I'm not trying to look at it from something to be sad about. It's just the nature of it. For me, it's more of I want to know what was lost. That's it.
Yeah.
Like what is considered like what do you? It's kind of sad still. Well, there's stuff lost to time. One of the other things I want to get into is like old recipe books, because that's always like a fun to read old cooking recipes that are like not edible. But again, like how far back you go, the spoken word. Like, is it really worth it to save everybody's home video of somebody's graduation party? You know what I mean? Like, it's whatever value we really attribute to it. Oh, I was so close to a hole-in-one.
Oh.
I have a microwave cookbook from the 80s and 90s. I got one of those, and I definitely have access to some cooking books from, like, the 1910s. And those are very vague in terms of ingredients and like what to do with them. Handful of nuts.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. What kind of nuts, dude? Like. Yeah.
Boil the chicken. Okay, how much?
Boil the chicken. Oh.
Yeah, you know.
Why
like,
are we boiling chicken
Yeah.
at all?
Hey, you can make poached chicken.
Yeah, I feel like 99% of the time is a better way than boiling. Even if you're doing a soup, like par cooking it, you know what I mean? Like getting it all like crispy first is better than just clunking it into the pan or whatever, you know, the soup pot.
I sous vide my chicken these days.
I mean, even when I was making chicken noodle soup in the crock pot, I would always brown it. You know, get all the skin nice and crispy before doing it, because that's all your flavor. I'm not saying chicken soup's bad. I'm just saying
boiling chicken is not.
Just straight up boiling it, you're definitely not getting all the
poached chicken
flavors.
is a thing, and it's pretty tasty. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know what. It doesn't like make it like chalky or anything. A lot of people who like boil stuff, especially like meat, they do it to blast it or whatever. But you could poach a chicken. You just have to also make sure your poaching liquid is salty as the fucking sea.
Yeah.
We got a football game in town this weekend.
Oh, fun times. I got nothing.
Does this school have a football team?
I don't know.
If you don't know, then probably not worth a fuck.
I'm trying to think, because I think we had football fields, but during COVID, all of our fields got turned into emergency hospitals.
Uh-huh.
And I don't think they put down like goalposts or lines again after that. I think it's just like fields of wild grass now, like doing nothing.
Yeah, that's
So
hey,
I don't.
Hey, prairies are prairies, man.
No, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying I don't think we have a football team. We definitely have basketball. Basketball's big for us.
Yeah. It's weird, though. At the time I've been here, I've been in this town for over a decade now. And the time I've been here, we've gone from a joke, like, football team to being nationally ranked. And it's like, it's weird. It's like made the town different.
I guess more people coming in, yeah.
Oh, man. It has a direct relationship with house values. Yeah. And I don't live too far away from football, you know. And the stuff they have planned for the area around the football is I mean, it could like make or break like the housing market around. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's so weird. Football, and now I'm looking at my Twitch. Recommended channels: Prime Video, Sports. 42,000 people watching.
And what are they watching? Is a game on now?
I don't know what game it is. Let's see. Tampa Bay Bucks versus, and it's not even as a game over. Someone's getting interviewed. The game over? Is the game started?
If it's 42,000 people and this is being interviewed, it's probably in between.
Oh God, moderating this chat would be a nightmare. I don't see the score. Is this a halftime? Put the goddamn score Chiron on.
What's Twitch's policy on restreaming?
I wouldn't get
Football.
caught dead restreaming NFL.
No, it's already on Twitch. You're safe. Trust me, I am a doctor. No, I'm not.
Trust me, I am a football doctor. It's okay. Someone's about to kick. It's not the main kickoff, right? Put the score Chiron on.
Let's see.
It's the start of the game. I didn't. I just watched kickoff. I didn't know up until kickoff that this was the start of the game.
Today
That's
at
a
8:50.
problem.
Yeah, literally right. I just started. Nice.
It is the Buccaneers versus
Yes.
the Ravens.
American football.
Everyone in chat is saying 28-3. I'm guessing that's what the sports bets are pointing at.
That might be their wins losses for one of the teams.
No, that's not possible. There's not haven't been any games.
I'm not
20-3
following
is the
this
score that spread they want.
I haven't been following football. We're doing
I don't watch
our
NFL.
fantasy
NFL
hockey.
NFL's fucking boring. College football has at least got some actual like stakes. I don't know. It's more fun to be invested in college football because I don't know. There's more variety and there's not a lot of like superstardom, you know?
Yeah.
Speaking of like sports personalities, like Caitlin Clark from University of Iowa, you know how she's big in the biggest thing to happen in the WNBA in like ever.
No, but I'll trust you on that.
Oh no, she's like destroying all like previous women's basketball and has made like the WNBA relevant. It's crazy. But yeah, she played for University of Iowa. Well, their whole program now is like insane. Like everybody's trying to go to the school or whatever. It's just weird.
Oh, it was lined up so well.
You can bounce out like that?
Yeah, there's physics. That's my last shot too.
You have a good one, Russian Space Doggo.
Yeah, have a good night, man. Hopefully you get your model soon. He's talking about how he ordered a 3D printed model off of a website, and then like they didn't ship it for like 3 weeks, and then they shipped it to some store nearby or something. And, like, yeah, he's been having a rough time with it. So. I did it last time too. I'm not bouncing these well. Probably gotta do another couple minutes of this and then be done. Actually, you know what? I woke up today, and I was having some issues balancing. Very weird.
You said you had some vertigo nonsense.
Yeah. So like the way I described it earlier in stream was, you know how in cartoons when someone has like an anchor tied to their head and they fall over and their feet go up in the air?
Yeah.
That's what it felt like when I got out of bed.
That's how a lot of drunk people feel. I'm not saying you were drunk, but
I haven't had a drink.
That's how a lot of drunk
months.
people feel. I don't know. Get your inner ear checked, that's for sure.
Yeah, you know what? My tinnitus was acting up a bit today too.
Yeah.
But I took a nap after. I actually left work like a couple hours early.
I have an
took a
AV
nap.
question for you that I meant to ask you.
Navy, okay. I don't know much about the Navy, but
AV.
oh, AV, okay, yeah, I know a little bit about AV.
You know a little bit about that, don't you?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, so I have my headset. It's it's a 48 volt, like it needs banded power, right? Condenser. And it has its stereo audio out to the cans.
Yeah.
Is there a wireless mic stereo headset like broadcast pack to do all that? So I could have it be wireless so I could walk around with this on? Like
There probably is. If you're looking for stereo, you're probably going to be paying a little bit of money. But yes, there are.
Where it's basically a wireless TX RX XLR out.
Yeah. I mean, think of anything that people are doing for like live TV and all that.
That's
doing
exactly
audio.
what I'm looking for, and I don't know what I'm looking for because it needs to have both the mic and the stereo audio to come to my head. You know what I mean?
I mean, you may be looking at two separate modules.
Well, I know you can just get a wireless XLR TX RX. Like the things they plug at the bottom of mics. I know about that, and those have phantom power. But then what transfers the audio?
What do you mean by that?
What transfers the audio to my cans from the interface?
You would have a receiver or a transmitter that would transmit it. You'd have to. I mean, I'd have to look and see if they have a combination of send receive on both ends. You may have to get two sets of send receive and flip one. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I don't know for sure because it's not something I've really done. But I mean, if you think about anything for theater too, a lot of them have wired, but a lot of them have wireless where they have transmit receive. It's not going to be stereo, and you might not be getting the full band of audio. But
the reason I'm asking is I'm looking at the football coaches, and they're wearing the single ear cup, and they clearly have a mod pack on their back. But I'm like, what is that? Like, what is it?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I'd have to look and dig around. I would probably look at some websites for like video rental places to see if they have that, because a lot of those would have potentially transmit to somebody for the control room and then audio transmit back for both the person and potentially a camera mic or whatever. So you might start there and at least get an idea of what is out there, and then you can tailor it from there if you need to.
I got a new mixer, not for stream, but for actually like doing music stuff separate from my computer. I'm trying to like disconnect my instruments away from my PC, so I'm not distracted by my PC, so to speak. But I needed a mixer that could at least act as a DI. I didn't want to have an amp for my guitar or bass. It's just it takes up too much space. And I found out they do make prosumer, like smaller mixers, and the one I found can like do local recording, and it has 2 channels with DI inputs. I was like, oh. So I picked that up, and we're gonna give it a test drive, and it is a USB interface as well. So
we have,
I don't know,
a Rode, I forget what it's called. It's like the Podmaster or something like that, where it's literally a mixer with a bunch of XLR and instrument ins, and it can save to SD card and act as an interface for your PC.
I'm guessing what I got is just a similar device or whatever.
Yeah, but yeah, those do exist.
$400. It's by Allen and Heath. I don't know if you heard of that brand.
Yeah, that's a really good brand.
It's the ZE10FX has built-in FX, and the main interest is I eventually want to do some busking, like electronic busking at my farmer's market. I'm not joking, just for fun. Because there's people out there that are like busking with a ukulele. You know, they got some like main like attraction, like they're there because they're paid to the farmer's market. But yeah, every once in a while you'll see some guy just do whatever, and I'm like, there's nobody out there doing shitty beep boop stuff. So that's gonna be me. I'm gonna be the guy ruining the air for a little bit. So then the question I had is, if you're busking with a bass guitar and some electronic synth equipment, and you only wanted to have one PA, what type of PA or amp would you get?
I mean, those Liberty PAs have multiple inputs. So in theory, you could do like Bluetooth from a phone and plug your
Well, if I brought
bass.
the mixer,
What? Oh yeah, all right. Well then, yeah. I mean, even still,
I would do
we have the
like
Liberty ones at work, so I like those.
I'd set everything up on a small rolling cart, basically, and it'd just be place and play type of thing.
Yeah. Look into one of those Liberty ones because I like them. They're a little expensive, but if you get one of the medium level ones, like I said, they have multiple inputs, so you could eventually level up for a wireless mic or whatever as well. Level up, upgrade to a wireless mic, and that way you don't need to worry about a wired mic going into your mixer or whatever. What?
Does that make battery powered PAs?
Yeah, the Liberties are battery powered.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Look up the Liberty Air 2s. That's the ones, they're a little flagship, so you might not want to go that high. But
Liberty Air 2, let me take a look.
Those are the nice ones. By
Soundcore. These are headphones.
No.
Liberty Air wireless companion speaker. There you go.
So the companion is the companion to the Liberty Air. You want the actual one. Let's get Sweetwater up on the not Sweetwater. B&H.
Get the Sweetwater up in the stream there now.
Let's see.
Get the Sweetwater, the place where people go into debt.
Let's see.
I don't have gear acquisition syndrome. You do.
Yeah. So like one of these, obviously. Like I said, yeah. Hang on a second. They have ones that aren't this high, but what you get on the back of it is you get Bluetooth in, you get a microphone in, 2-channel, you get control of all the stuff, you get line in, line out, mic in, speak on out for another thing, and
it does what's that power source called?
What do you mean?
Isn't that the twist power?
That's speak on audio out, but it is twist. Those can do power,
okay.
but it's not power. It's audio. So you can put a second speaker wired, or where this panel has an optional transmitter to the companion, and so it'll be like RF transmit to the other one, so you can do wireless stereo. And I don't know if this one specifically does, but they usually do have a battery inside. Yeah, it does have a battery inside, and so I wish I could it's zooming me in. I want to scroll down. I want to see the bottom of it. There we go. So you can turn it on. It has battery power, or you can plug it into the wall. So, like I said, this is a little bit more flagship, but it's nice because it has everything you need. It has battery. It has
I would
multiple
like to,
inputs.
Yeah, what my intent is to have the mixer, 1 or 2 synths. One is a drum machine, and the other is just a general synth. The mixer would then have the pedal effects chain be its own channel instead of the guitars going on a separate chain through it, so I could pass in any individual instrument to the pedal chain, and then it would be playing with a bass that had a split out octave chain, so I wouldn't have to bring a guitar because I don't like playing guitar. Bass is more fun. I think Kira would agree with me.
Every time I've tried to play guitar, my fingers are way too big for it. I'm sure that would get better with time, but I
don't know. I just like the play style of bass.
Yeah, you probably looking more
yeah, I'm looking at that. I'm looking at a keyboard PA mainly.
Yeah, so this doesn't have. This has the Air Companion to go to a second one, but it does not have the wireless. I like how they just put squares over it. It doesn't have the wireless input channels, so you couldn't use a wireless mic, but you could get a wireless mic to plug into your mixer if you really needed a wireless mic. But yeah,
no,
so
I'm not too concerned about that.
If they had this without the companion, it would probably be a little bit cheaper as well. You could probably get it for $6.
Yeah, so how do you add ambience to a farmer's market? That's not
ambiance, yeah.
Ambiance.
But
what do you think is the most expensive piece of gear in your setup?
In my setup?
Yeah.
I mean, I have 2 of these mics, and they're a couple $1,000 a piece. That's
Which mic?
probably the
Show me the mic. Show me the mic.
414 is the one I'm talking into.
Oh, the one you're. Oh, the 414s. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I got the matched pair.
I'm
yeah, I
I'm
got this.
retiring
I
my.
got this setup.
I'm retiring Bailey's Shure Beta 57
Yeah.
or the Shure Beta 58. Sorry. God damn. Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, when I bought my setup, it didn't come with this or this, so I got ripped off. But yeah, this is the setup I have because I wanted something that I could do vocals, I could talk into, and I could do like drum overheads or like this is good to fly to do like a band recording. You know what I mean? Like
Oh, for sure.
they're
I mean,
super
if you're getting it
super
for
versatile.
multi-utility, for sure.
Yeah.
I think I'm going the opposite direction. I'm looking for similar to like old VHS finding is like I want to find like old gear for like timbre and quality.
Mm.
And I didn't realize how expensive old tube amps go for these days. Holy shit.
Yep.
Like this is a piece of junk. Well, they need it because they love the fuzz and the warmth these things do. I was looking up one that's used a lot in stoner rock, which it has a specific kind of timbre you don't really hear anywhere else. It was one of the Orange brand ones. It's like from 1977. Easily goes for like $5,000.
So
Mad Bean pedals.
This is the place I get my PCBs
Oh, yeah.
for that, but they actually do have a tube pedal you can purchase and build. I have not done it, but they have any pictures of it inside? They usually do. Yeah, so here's the board. This is where the tube sits. They have a slot cut out for it to sit in there. Or is that the no, oh, that's for the resistor for the tube.
Yeah.
Never mind. Oh, right, they have a second board for the tube. There it is. There's the other board, and they stick it on there, and it sits in the middle.
Just wait 20 years. The thing about old gear is that old gear is analog. Like through and through.
You wait 20 years, it's either not going to work or you're not going to get one because someone else bought it.
Or the drivers are dead for it. You know, they don't. It's not going to work on modern systems. Now, if I go thrifting, when I go thrifting, I do look for obscure instruments because I think it's fun. Even like toy instruments, I think they're fun to like try out. Can you take the spec of this and just have some other company build the board for you?
I guess that's kind of like
questionable.
Yeah, I mean they give you the layout and sometimes what they have is let's see, they have the red and the blue to show you where the traces are. So in theory you could recreate it, but yeah, you're kind of taking this guy's work and ripping it off. So
yeah,
I don't know if I
go
would
get
do that.
your own electrical engineering degree.
I mean, I've taken schematics like this that they weren't selling boards for and recreated it. I mean, like, let me think if I can figure out the easiest way to show this. When I did my Pocket DI little project, that's what I did is I took someone's schematic and I made a board for it, but I don't see my shortcut for the PCB program I use.
The other thing I wanted to talk to you about is what would be the lightest weight way to get the audio of my metal detector out via analog, just TRS?
I mean,
no, to the stream mixed with my voice. So the stream is getting the direct metal detector audio, but I'm still able to hear it.
What's your audio path for the mic?
Right now, it is going from the camera HDMI out into the encoder. The encoder does have its own audio port you can choose from. It goes into 3.5 millimeter input.
Does that mix, or is it just one or the other?
It's one or the other. So you'd have to have a mixer.
Okay. So your camera has a mic input. I would say you'd probably want something to mix a mic and the excuse me, and the metal detector. So you could do that with just a couple of resistors if you know how to do it. You'd have to use a little bit of math probably. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice. Just to combine the two of them, whatever the signal from the mic.
And I could still get it sent to headphones on myself.
Where does that come in? Oh yeah,
it's got to pass through to my ears.
Yeah, you should still be able to do that. You could just have it go straight to your headphones and then split off. Or you get like a little tiny small headphone like amp and like with a AA battery in it. Or again, you could probably make your own little headphone amp. Do that as well.
I just wish they made a metal detector that had like an extra brain in it, like a Pi. It's the detector has barely anything to it anyway. Put a little Raspberry Pi, some sort of device that has some sort of logical connectivity to something, wireless, what have you. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it in the detector space. But yeah, I'm thinking about ways I can. My main focus is I want chat to hear the beep boops, but I don't want the world to hear the beep boops.
Yeah, I think you could do it with some simple circuitry if you. Excuse me, sat down and fooled around with it. I would have to.
Yeah, we'll do a workbench on it. I'm thinking about just getting a portable, really, really lightweight, like podcast mixer.
No, what I would do is they have little battery powered headphone like splitter mixers. I would get one of those, and I mean they're literally like the size of a credit card almost.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, and they just literally have a couple knobs and a couple of headphone outs, and that way you could split your voice or the headphone or whatever you need to do. Actually, yeah, you could probably do it that way. You could probably just, if you wanted to, just whack a couple of pots in between them all and hook your head and the camera up to the same source and just,
well, what
dim
I
it
would
to
do,
whatever you need. But
this totally depends on if the metal detector would even like this. The problem is any sort of extra signaling, like literally signaling I include into this chain I have for my stream, metal detector doesn't like it.
What do you mean by that? It detects the metal
having
over your
an
head?
LTE modem near that thing, if you don't have certain frequencies shown out, it will pick it up a little bit.
Interesting. Yeah, that might be more the reason.
LTE per se. It could be Bluetooth. I'm not exactly sure.
That might be more a reason just to whack a couple of resistors in there and call it a day instead of getting like a small mixer. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna get more noise from that.
Well,
and
I also
whatever.
have to think about the ergonomics of it, right? Because if I have a cable coming out of my metal detector,
yeah,
and then I go sit down to do the dig, that cable has to be slack enough for me to set the detector. You know what I mean? Like it's functionally adding a cable is messy.
That's when you do some of this stuff. The curly cable. Make sure you manage it well.
Yeah, and it's funny because the detector is wireless. It has wireless connectivity. I have no idea what the protocol is. It has wireless headphones. So
it's
actually pretty
wireless headphones.
They say it's a proprietary protocol. I call bullshit. I think it's Bluetooth. I think it's just Bluetooth. And I think there'd be a way you could do this completely wirelessly if need be. What's neat about it though is, what if you, is the pointer I have that came with it, it knows to sync up to the headphones as well.
Interesting.
So I can that little carrot thing will actually play to my ears instead of to the device.
You have the headphones?
I do, yeah.
You're not gonna like this, but you could interject, like not man in the middle, but grab that signal from the amplifier of the headphones.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
That kind of you could do it. You'd have to,
I'm
be
actually,
careful about it. But
what I'm going to do is I'm going to send an email off to MindLab and be like, look, this is a unique situation. This is more or less to see if there's anybody else out in the metal detecting world that has this figured out.
Oh, I wonder, do they let you have multiple headphones per device? I would ask that too. Because if that's the case, you could just gut one and do what you need with it.
I doubt it, but yeah.
I doubt it too, but if it's their proprietary protocol, maybe it's just like RF that's encoded or something dumb, you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's a thinker. I didn't even think about that. Because there's no pairing going on. It's just, I noticed you're on.
If that's possible, in my mind, that would be the easiest way to get that audio out, and then you could just do whatever mixing you need to, again, via a couple of resistors with your mic or whatever, whatever you need at that point would be separate from your experience, and so you don't need to worry about what you're hearing.
I'll think about that. I'm still piecing together like the network componentry of it. I'm also really worried because like there's no other camera out there other than that stupid fucking Sony camera.
You gotta upgrade to you get one of those smaller micro four thirds cameras with a small lens on it, and just
I don't know what you're talking about.
Micro four thirds is a platform for cameras, so instead of full frame, it's a little bit smaller. They're smaller cameras basically. You get one of those with an HDMI out and build a little cage. So you have an extra inch or two off to the side.
How much would that weigh?
Maybe it'd be a little heavier, but if it's on your shoulder, it shouldn't be as bad as you holding it or anything. I mean, if it's part of the bag.
You call it, what they're called, micro four?
Yeah, micro four thirds. I mean, that's what my camera is, a micro four thirds. Mine's a little bit of a bigger micro four thirds camera, but they have small micro four thirds cameras. They have small lenses that are wider angle. I mean, you're probably getting into the $500 or $600 range to do this, but
that's fine. The camera itself it's not being made anymore.
But you would have to have probably a battery, whether it's in the camera or on your hip. You know what I mean? It's a little bit more of a bigger setup.
No, see, that's the thing. I'm powering everything off of a laptop battery. It's great. I can do like 5 streams in a row.
And you might be able to still do that. I mean, mine's powered off the wall right now. It takes 9 volts. Like, you know what I mean? I don't charge my battery for every stream. I just have it plugged into the wall.
I don't know. Does Sony make an action cam anymore? Who makes action cams other than GoPro?
I get that you don't want to go too heavy, and me not being out there doing it, that isn't a thought that crosses my mind. You know what I mean? Like that's the kind of thing that I would just grin and bear.
And that's the thing. It's like you have to kind of come to like this whole gear, like package of the stream set is built-in compromise. And we were talking during a stream like the nuances of this setup versus something like a streamer backpack. Like what's the difference, right? Like the streamer backpack specifically.
Yeah.
And I said, well, the components of the streamer backpack like weigh like 20 fucking pounds. The battery that they have that go with it, and that Live Solo U unit, plus all the modems, it's insane.
And again, that's the kind of thing that that would be my last thought. I would probably be going for what gear is the best rather than what gear is the lightest.
Oh, absolutely.
But I understand that if you're out there hiking and, bending over and stuff, that may be a different story.
Well, and it needs to be light, right? It needs to be able to be flush to the back is the other thing.
Why is that?
Can't have it. The main reason is how my gear is worn. There's nothing to my left and right side because I need left and right in terms of where my arms move, literally, because that would get in the way of metal detecting, and that gets in the way of digging.
So that sounds like it wouldn't matter if you had stuff off your. I'm thinking off your back, like
It is it's
perpendicular
on my back.
to your shoulders.
It lays flat to my back. It is parallel with my back. Everything lays flat inside that backpack and can be easily pulled out. It's in a little luggage organizer. And just by thankfulness, every single component in this chain is the same the thickness. Like the LTE hotspot is the same thickness as the encoder, is the same thickness as the battery.
Put them all in a mobile rack and drag it behind. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, well, so this is what I wanted to figure out. The backpack is fine. The problem is I can't go super rural, right? Because it's beholden to LTE. And I was like, okay, get a Starlink or something equivalent. You still can't walk around with that on your back.
No.
And in where I'm metal detecting, it doesn't even matter because I'm going to be in forests and shit. It's not. So, the real answer to it is until we get satellite or like cell service to the point where it don't matter where you are, which I don't think we'll ever get to that point, but the very nature of backpack streaming has just a flat limitation.
Yeah, I mean, you're doing something a little bit more unique than walking around town, too, so that makes it complicated for you.
I've been sent to ad hell and the timer keeps resetting. Yeah, I noticed that. Ad break ends in 4 seconds.
Really?
Ad break,
no. It says it's over for me.
Just ended. Interesting. Very strange. I don't even care for the ad thing because I couldn't figure it out and I wasn't happy with it.
I don't know. I want to get rid of the pre-rolls so bad. I hate the pre-rolls. Like, for some reason, and welcome everybody. There's more people than normal here today. Like, by like 3 times normal. Like, and I'm sure that if I had pre-roll ads, it would not be that amount.
I'm still figuring that out because again, controlling ads while I'm out and about is just not fun.
Well, it's different while you're out. Yeah, I mean, we could.
Yeah.
Presumably with your Steam relay thing or stream relay thing, we could probably figure out how to do that. But I mean, unless you want to purposely send an ad at a certain time.
But nothing's stopping me from like if I wanted you to produce for a metal detecting stream, like run broadcast back end, I just point my SRT signal to your place, right? It wouldn't. It's crazy how easy that setup is, and that's something that the streamer backpack does not have.
Yeah, because you're streaming from the
I looked
backpack.
at, dude, the signal chain for the streamer backpack is fucking insane. Because you have to rebond the cell channels if you use more than one modem. And then that signal then it gets split in its packets get split up by magic and then sewn back together by a paid service. And then that has to send that RTMP signal to Twitch. At that point, you don't have any like broadcast loss protection, and on top of that, you have a extra monthly service on top of 2 extra monthly LTE plans.
I wonder if you could point that back to your house instead of Twitch, with that service that stitches them. If they would do like,
it would just be RTMP.
Yeah, if they would RTMP to you instead of to Twitch.
Yeah, but then.
But yeah,
that's the reason why I use SRT, because SRT is just better than RTMP.
Sure.
I've not seen any.
I'm not arguing that. I'm just saying they're using RTMP. You know.
Right.
I'm sure you could have them pointed somewhere else.
Anyway, I want to be able to do like what the paleontology dudes do on stream, but it takes away, it locks my camera down, right? There's no way for me to be like more than a couple 100 feet away from, like, for current wireless technologies, like point to point, where I want to have like a site that's like a campsite that has my satellite and it's doing whatever. And I still have my backpack on, but instead of sending the whole stream, I'm just carrying that video signal to the campsite. Is there anything out there that can handle that?
Well, think of, again, something like a baseball game or a hockey game where they have cameras in the stands.
Yeah.
That covers probably not the whole size of the stadium, but they probably have it set up into like quarters or something, I would imagine, where they have
But
RF
they have
receivers.
a mesh network, all the high heck too.
I would think in hockey, yeah, but it's not like a baseball stadium. It's all open. So they probably do have some, but how are they going to cover the cameraman on the field? You know what I mean?
Well,
like, yes,
the cameraman on the broad outfield is going to be hooked up to power and network anyway. That
not
whole
always.
diamond's probably networked.
I
I'd
don't
have
know.
to assume.
I don't know. There's definitely RF solutions to that. How robust they are, I don't know, but
I don't know that. Like I said, I looked into like the long distance Wi-Fi protocol, and it does work, and it would work for what I do, for the signals that I do. But the moment you lose line of sight, it's just fucked. So yeah, it's something I realized that in what I do for my stream is relatively niche. And I actually looked up like other metal detecting streamer, and a lot of them are just doing exactly what I used to do, which was just a phone on their shoulder type of thing. And let me tell you, that is the worst way to treat your phone.
no, I'm sure.
Your phone will hate you. I remember one day my phone just straight up overheated, like as I was streaming, because it was in the direct sunlight. It was encoding a video signal and technically recording too, because I had the camera on the whole time, and I was reading chat off of it. It's like your battery is screaming.
Yeah. It's going on.
It is easy. It is no, you're absolutely right, Fridge. It's the thing is that it's easy. It's just that phones aren't designed to handle that level of stress. It's an insane amount of stress on a phone. You're literally using every component, every like computing component on your phone to near max capability while under heat stress. It's crazy.
Zaka, why are you asking everyone if they're them?
What is this happening? Is this a new meme that we're not aware of because we're proto-boomers? We're neo-boomers?
Zaka just copies, like, stuff he sees online. I don't know, like, he'll just start quoting, like, Dragon Ball Z or something. And it's like, what? What does that mean? How is it relevant to what we're doing here?
The only main issue I've been noticing with the current stream setup is sometimes the camera will disconnect from. No, wait. Sometimes the screen goes black. I believe that is a network signal loss, so that's something you can't really stop. I think in the last few streams I've been getting a black screen. I've decided now that I'm going to create a different, like, technical error, like, joke, like, technical difficulties, please stand by type of thing, and I'm going to have one be a different flavor for each type of error. And I might even make an associated emote for it, because it's either no signal, which is meaning the video to the encoder failed, so the network's still good. Or if it's a black screen, that means the network failed flatly, because then it means the encoder's not. Do you have error codes for specific errors? It's black screen or no signal. It's just that if you say no signal, people will think a black screen is no signal, which it's not. Although technically the black screen is no signal. You know what I mean? It's stupid. Do you use a multi-knife multi-tool for your outings? I have one in my special pocket on my thing. And also, Bailey got me one of those Temu like flashlight things that your school would give away to you for like they give away like knickknacks. She got me this flashlight, and it has a seatbelt cutter on it. It has a window breaking point hammer point on it, and then it has like an army knife like set of tools built into the back of it, and none of them are accessible if you have as short as fingernails as I do. But I'm adding that to my kit because it's not a bad idea to have a flashlight when you're out doing what I'm doing. Even if it's like daylight out, you might need a flashlight to look at something. It's a cheap, like, yeah, like you really shouldn't use it for outdoorsy stuff, but since I'm kind of doing a controlled outdoorsy thing, it's not a bad thing to have in my kit. I have most of like my survival stuff is in my car. I probably should add something to my bike that's like a first aid kit. But I'll be honest, my current stream kit with metal detecting gear, it includes my metal detector, my knee pads, my gloves, my headphones, my folding shovel, my pointer, my tool belt, and my hand digging tool, and then all the stream equipment, and then the backpack itself. That all weighs 12 pounds, which is bananas. I'm surprised I was able to get to that light.
BANANAS.
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 The shovel weighs 2 pounds. The folding shovel. And I tried looking up a shovel that is that light, that just happens to be more like Skookum. They don't exist. It's that shovel. It's the Army E tool. No wonder, you know. And then what's cool about that shovel, you can modify it slightly into like a pick hammer sort of thing. You can pick at wall stuff. Anyway, I need to sharpen that one. The bike weighs 63 pounds.
I've been having a problem at work with people bringing e-bikes and electric scooters indoors.
Just straight into the building.
Oh yeah. Leaving the hallway.
The one I see a lot is the one wheel.
I don't see any of those, but I do see the.
Dude,
there's one class where they leave in the hallway, and there's just like a line of them outside in the hallway.
Like a
bike? It's like skateboards, electric skateboards, just like on the floor, and it's like you can't leave these here.
I mean, it's a huge fire risk, but...
Oh, yeah. No, they're banned from buildings. They're not allowed to have them in buildings, but people, they don't read the emails. They don't care.
Well, do they have any place to put them?
Yeah, they can lock them to the bike rack.
A skateboard?
A lot of them have, like, holes to, like, a handle.
They actually have a skateboard lock system in our building I used to work at, so...
But it doesn't matter. If you can't secure it, don't bring it.
I have a... What do I have?
Is that a watch?
Leatherman is a multi-tool.
No, I don't know what the signal is.
What signal?
The Leatherman signal. I don't know. Is that a specific knife they have?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know.
I don't have a Leatherman. I have a SOG.
I have the Super Tool 300 right here. In my car, I have the Skeletool, and my daily carry, I'm not sure what it is because it was a gift. I got it for being the best man at a wedding. But those are the three that I have.
The one thing I do need that's not in my kit, and it should be in my kit, is a magnifying tool for looking at shit. Because a lot of times I'll find an item that I don't know what it is, and I just can't get a good look at it, and I had to wait till I get home to look at like a date on a coin or something.
Why can't go big? Zoom. I don't want to zoom in. I want to open big. Signalsilverbeauty.jpg. Oh, this is the beauty shot. Okay.
Oh, it's gorgeous. It's a nice tool.
This is pretty close to the Skeletool, I believe. I don't know how to search. Skilly. Oh no, I'm thinking of something else then.
I busted the shit out
This
of
one.
my original Leatherman, and
That
yeah, I've got a skeletal.
yeah. That one has a saw. It looked like a saw. It has this the hex and the carabiner clip and the I don't know what
Yeah,
this is supposed to be something to beat people with. I don't know. And a couple other small things, but yeah, this is a nice lightweight, like, you know, nothing too crazy. It's got the screwdrivers, it's got the knife, it's got the pliers, and that's it. You know what I mean? Do the pliers work? I mean, they work okay. They're not like you're not like cranking on stuff with them, but you know, if you got like a something you're trying to unscrew or whatever, they work well enough. But
I always end up busting my multi tools, but I abuse the crap out of mine. So
I do too.
it is.
They've replaced this chip thing on. There the end of its chip.
Oh yeah,
Where's my? There it is.
I would use my file as a prior. Oh fuck.
But they replaced them for free. But the last time I replaced it, it took forever because I have to send the knife into them, and
Yeah.
it took forever to do. And they don't guarantee the finish. Not that I'm sold on the black finish, but if they run out, of that finish, they just give you a different finish. You know what I mean? They give you the silver if they don't have them. So, and not they won't give you that piece in silver. They will give you a new knife in silver. Unfortunately, from what I've experienced, from what they've told me when I sent it in last time. But which isn't the end of the world. I mean, I'll be honest. The matte black looks nice, but it is not as smooth of a operation as, you know what I mean. It has like, because it's matte black, it's a little grippier than the bare metal.
Yeah.
So this took a lot to break in. What it is the issue for me. So
what time is it, buddy?
what time is it? It's 9 o'clock.
Oh, it's 8. I gotta go do some shit. I'm finishing up my Halloween decorations at the house.
Nice.
Speaking about power, need to get a big red button to hit when I want to turn off the inflated Reaper. I have a Reaper character, and we got Ghost, Pumpkin, and Skull like chain lights on the front of our house. And then we're not doing the full standing 12-foot skeleton. Instead, we'll do the legs outside, torso inside. I don't trust college students to not fuck with my skeleton.
Yeah.
I just don't. And it's so tall that it will hit the tree that's in front of my house. So
yeah.
He will stay inside, and he will be something my cats climb on, and that's okay. That's spooky. I was jealous, Gear, out in the area where you are. Everybody goes wild for Halloween. It's crazy.
Yeah, they do a lot. I mean,
it seems
more
Halloween's more like a Northeast sort of holiday anyway.
I think it also depends on where you are, as far as like, the area that you're in is semi-populated as we are here. So yeah, it must be just a regional thing.
No, I mean, we were going through. What was it? The
Gerbert.
I mean, we were in Massachusetts. It was the same thing. It was just like all done up for Halloween.
Interesting.
Phoenix has a lot of activity. Yeah, I don't know what's the deal with Iowa. You would think with how there's nothing here, you know.
Yeah, they
give a
want to
crap
do something
about it. No, they do like fucking trunk or treat bullshit.
Trunk or treat?
You don't know what a trunk or treat is?
Oh, where you do it out of your car?
Yeah, they go to.
Gross.
What is it like in Cedar Rapids? Cedar Rapids, where I grew up. Well, since I lived on a farm, we would drive into town, and we used to do trunk or treat. And then I was like, no. And then we actually did like actual trick or treating amongst neighborhoods that we used to live in, and it's fine. You would see people set up, but here in a college town, college students ain't got money for fucking Halloween decorations. And they're not going to decorate a house they don't own. Like, it's just not the same. And then of the townies that are in town, I just don't think they care. Or maybe they do, maybe they're also scared of college students messing with it. That being said, the Halloween parties here are dope. I met a beer commercial celebrity the first time I went to a Halloween party here in this town.
We have some crazy ones here too. Actually, I mixed at a brewery in a warehouse doing a Halloween party. That was insane.
Oh, that's dope.
It was so loud because it's a concrete floor and metal walls.
Oh yeah.
But they were just doing like loud metal, so it didn't matter. They were cool with it. But yeah, and I got one of they were giving away beer steins because it was actually their last time at that location. They were moving, so they had like commemorative beer steins. So they gave me one when I was done, which was nice.
I wouldn't. Maybe we'll go out there on like that Friday night. Maybe we can find something spooky to do. Don't know.
I mean, we could go to the brewery that they moved to. There's always stuff there. There's always live music, and they got food and stuff, although it's a little expensive. And
the place we went to, the Renaissance Fair, that normally has like it has like established buildings. They turn it into a haunted forest thing. We're gonna check that out. The place, there used to be a place in town up until this year. They stopped doing a haunted forest thing, but I think they figured out it's cheaper to rent out to the football RV people. Or rather, it's more lucrative, rather.
Yeah,
and I get
what you mean.
and not a big hassle, so I'm fine with that. I'll go to the one that's a little further away. Anyway, you, my friend, you have a good one.
Yeah, you too. We gotta plan some stuff for later in the month.
We gotta plan some stuff
and for multiple events.
Multiple things. Let's we'll coalesce.
Yeah.
All right. See you, bud.
Catch you later.
Bye.
This is gonna be our last game, but yeah. Back to the knives. I use mine all the time, Wazaka. That and my flashlight. So I guess it depends on what you're doing too. I mean, I use mine all the time at work for the most part. So I could have asked work to buy me one, but so close. I already had a couple, and like I said, I got some for gifts for doing certain things. So excuse me. But I don't know. I definitely think it depends on what you're doing. I will have things like, I don't know, if someone drops a USB receiver into one of our lecterns, I might be able to grab it with the pliers on my, you know what I mean? So it's not just like using them as pliers, it's using them as a tool. They break so easily. The only ones I've had were like I said, the flathead on this has broken twice, and it's always been when I've been trying to force something that's rusted or pry something I shouldn't have been. So it's not, I wouldn't say they break easily if you use them how they're supposed to be used. No. Oh well. All right, I am gonna be done. This is a nice chill one. Like I said earlier, I think this would be cool as a mobile game. Not that it's not good enough to be a real game as well, but I could see it being something that, you pop out of your phone while you're on the bus and you hit a couple rounds, and since they have the progress and you unlock things, like that seems like the perfect way to consume something like this if you're not sitting here playing it. I believe this comes out soon. Let me find the exact date. There is a demo. It is coming out. I think it says 0.0 hours played. It's coming out on the 14th, so just under 10, or just over 10 days, 11 days, if you want the exact date. So you can wishlist it or check out the demo now if you are interested. I'm not sure. I'm gonna try and stream tomorrow. I'm assuming I'm gonna feel better tomorrow. And this weekend as well. I want to play more Key Locker. I want to finish What the Golf. I want to start Persona 3. And what else? It's like one other game that I was thinking of. There's shit to do. So we'll try and get through some of it. But yeah, I hope you all have a good night, and I'll catch you later. Bye.